Hello Lovebugs, it's me Loverly. Today we have a very special build. I haven't built anything in The Sims since Cinco de Mayo and when I made that little piñata build, and that was over like a month ago. So I'm really excited to finally get this this new build out to you guys. I had been meaning to get it out before, like on Mother's Day was when I first wanted to get this actually completed and out. Obviously that didn't happen. And then also I was hoping to maybe get it out right in time for Parenthood pack to come out, but it's been out for like a week now. So this build is actually a hospital, as you can tell by the title of the thing, and yeah. So this hospital was an idea because I wanted to, what better way to celebrate motherhood or parenthood than, the beautifulness of birth. So I'm building a brand new hospital, and it's really more of a birthing center. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a birthing center is, but they're more popular in Europe than they are in America as far as I know, but they basically are where pregnant people go to give birth instead of having to go to a hospital where everyone is like sick, and it's not good for the baby, honestly, to go to in that kind of environment first when they're born is the idea. So but yeah, so basically, if you can't tell already, this whole build is going to be very, very pink, very, very girly. And it's also going to be more of like a spa. So I end up renaming it. The name I finally settled on, I believe, and we'll see at the end, but it's like something like Mother Spa and Birth Center, something like that. Or is it Birth and Spa Center? I'm not sure. One of those. But anyway, so as you can see, throwing the pink, trees out in the for landscaping here, and then putting those pretty pink petals in I think I put the pink petals in the water, and also do the floor paint, like the pink petals have been sprinkled all around, because obviously if you had big pink trees like that those pinks would just be scattered all over the floor. But yeah, and I should have talked about this a little earlier, but the shape of this build is actually inspired by a pregnant belly. So the whole main part of the building is this big, octangular room. Is that the correct word? Yeah, like an octagon. The octagon shaped room, and as you can see, I'm putting hallways all the way around it, because in a hospital, hospitals they're mostly hallways, to get to one place to another really quickly. And I decided to put all like the main important rooms all in the middle. Right now I'm just adding some bathrooms there at the end. So nice big bathrooms, male, female bathrooms. So the thing about this build was, because it took me so long, because it's just such a giant build, and it's an unusual build because it's a hospital. So in order to even get to build in this build, I had to use a cheat. And so if you guys download this, it is up on the gallery. If you download this, all you need to do is you need to actually have a sim. You need to have them go join the doctor career, and you need to have them go to work for the first time. That's the only time that you're actually able to access this lot. It's a 50 by 50 lot, but it is a very special, specifically hospital lot. And then from there, if you type in a cheat, you have to type in bb.freebuildenabled, or enable free build. I'm sorry, I think it's enable free build. And then you can place down this lot. And one other thing is, in order to upload it, for some reason the lot flipped around what my front and my back is. So you'll need to actually hit that little move icon. If you can see at the very top there, you see that little move icon? It's like next to the sun, next to the bulldoze machine. Is that in between the folder and the bulldoze? You see that little crosshair? You click that, you go down to it's the second option, I think, and then you are able to rotate the whole lot. You rotate it 2 times in order to face the correct way. But for some reason it just looked better in the screenshots, you know, that are auto generated when you upload the lot. So that's why I did it that way. But anyway, I've been talking while I'm furnishing here. So basically the idea of the birthing center is these two little back rooms. These are the, these are the mother's, like, little birthing suites. So I put anything that you could, possibly want as a new mother, in those rooms. And I also put on, en suites, and I made it look really fancy. And now I put in some, I'm sorry if I'm going to be all over the place too, because it's just a big lot. I don't know how many hours I put into this, but I wanted this place to be perfect, because this is actually the lot that the whole reason I did want to do this, not only for the build obviously, but because I'm going to be using this build a lot. I'm going to be using this build in my 100 baby challenge, so I had to make sure that it was going to be some place that we are going to go to at least 100 times in my 100 baby challenge LP. So I needed it to look pretty and nice, and maybe have it be a little more than like the standard hospital. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I've play tested it. Like I said, I had to create the character who is in the doctor career already anyway. So I did cheat him up in order to make him an RN, which is the baby doctor, the closest thing to like a doctor who's able to help with giving birth. Again, sorry if I'm all over the place. I did have to speed this whole video up by 16 times as well in order to make this video, right at like 20 minutes long. I can't even believe that's how short this video is, because literally, like I said, this build took me so long to get right. I've been working on it for at least a couple weeks off and on in order to make it just perfect, just how I wanted it to be, and make sure it all worked, made sure it's all play tested properly. So yeah, I'm trying to make this front entrance room, also I really am happy with again, I'm all over the place, but I'm really happy with the way the whole hallways all the way around the edge of the hospital. Each floor has that whole, super accessible hallway. I'm really happy with the way that turned out, because that also meant that right as you walk in and I've been to hospitals, a lot of hospitals have this, where you walk in, you're not immediately from the cot outside right into the nice, waiting room in the front. There's usually like a lock door, something where it keeps all that nice air conditioning they're pumping in throughout the whole thing in. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, it just took forever to furnish. Like, even just trying to put all these little chairs and things, there's lots of waiting space. You're never gonna not find a place to sit down, and I feel like that's also something that's very true to a hospital. I really tried my hardest to get this to look as authentic as I could, while still being fun and cute and pink, but still feel like a real hospital. So here, as you can see, the front desk, I was actually really happy with the way that turned out too, because I ended up making it almost looks to me, and this is sort of just a happy coincidence, but it's supposed to evoke thoughts of like ovaries, because this is all about fertility. This is like basically, you could call this a fertility clinic probably as well. Like, I'm sure they offer those services as well here. But yeah, so lots of women, like those statues. I'm so happy with this too. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. The back here, this came to me in a dream. This is why I'm so happy I was able to, because you guys saw what it was before. It was just some paintings. It was like, it wasn't very impressive. And now this is like, when you first walk in, it's like, wow, that is cool. And also very, I forget the word, but those old statues, those ancient statues that are supposed to evoke fertility. Yeah, that's sort of the impression I get by those lights with those statues on either side. And the spa logo, because there is going to be a spa upstairs, and that's what I'm starting to work on right here, putting in some male, female, and couples massage rooms. And upstairs I divided it in basically quarters. So there is going to be this massage room with the different massage suites, as well as the little massage chairs there. And then there's going to be a locker room for male and a locker room for female, which includes actual spas. So very nice, luxurious spas in there. Well, I didn't put hot tubs. I put the saunas. That's what I'm trying to say. The saunas. I did not actually put hot tubs there. I was thinking about it, but it just didn't work. And that's not the idea. Like, I'm sure I could have placed it somewhere, but the idea is more relaxation. So I was really trying to just use up everything from the spa day pack. And, I probably could have put some hot tubs if I had made some of those rooms, only done like 1 or 2 saunas, not 4 each person. But I don't know. I felt like it was more believable this way. And also, I'm so happy that those waterfalls, even though it wouldn't actually work in real life because, saunas are steamy and so the water would just steam up anyway, it works in The Sims, and I am so happy that works. You guys will see some screenshots. It looks really cool. I'm so happy with the way that turned out. And then I'm working now. See, I'm jumping around, but there's also using the spa day pack item. See the waterfalls I'm placing above there. At first I was scared because I thought they didn't work, but it was because I accidentally was telling my sim to go to the wrong restroom. So they are gender based, so you can't have opposite gender sims go into the same sauna. That's the one thing. So if you wanted to change that, you just have to change the drawers out. But anyway, this is the little gym. I'm so proud of the way the gym turned out too. Like, I'm just proud of this whole hospital. I feel like this is probably one of my best builds I've ever done. And I kind of feel like that every time, which is really fun. But like, even when I was in school, like I studied like graphic design, but I also did some interior design classes. And that was one of the classes that I wish I had taken, but it just didn't count toward my major, so I didn't get to, was an interior design class where it was more, instead of residential, I took the residential one. I wish I took the commercial one because I actually prefer to design for commercial spaces. And that's the thing, is that like, they got to do that in that class. I got to hear some of my other classmates and one of the classes I shared with them talking about the class that they were taking about commercial. And I was so jealous. I was like, oh, I wish I got in that class, because they got to actually design a hospital. So in that way, I kind of, got to fulfill that little wish of mine to design someday a hospital. Because it's actually really interesting. Like I said, you have to think about it completely differently than you would building a house or anything. So yeah, again, I'm really sorry if this is like making you feel sick jumping all around, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget to include anything. So those are those lockers. Those actually do work. Again, I've play tested it, so they actually work like dressers, which is awesome too. So you can click on them, change into a towel, even change and do everything you can do with the dresser you can do in those little lockers. And again, so it's just like another giant bathroom, giant locker room, and then you've got your fitness center. So if you're, this is really great too, because again, the way I play tested it, my sim, and you guys will see in the screenshots, but my sim got to do a full days of work, and then if I have him stay late, he can even, work out at the gym, get a little, relaxing massage, go in the sauna. So it's really great. It's good for both the Sims coming in to give birth and also the doctors who are here too. So I'm really proud of the way this turned out. But yeah, so adding lots of pink. Obviously, that's been the theme of the entire place. Is pink, and pinks and whites. Very feminine, I would say. So yeah, I don't know how much it's almost over, you guys. Like, again, I've been talking for 14 minutes, and there's like, about 5 more minutes before we get to the screenshots, but this build took me days to complete because look, I had to like place all of these little couches, and those little they look like end tables, those little wooden little table thingies, but they're actually little seats too. So like that, like your sim can literally sit down like basically anywhere here, which is good if they're, you know, not feeling too well. It's good to be able to sit anywhere. Going back downstairs now to kind of add more details, I went ahead and threw some, like, I realized I forgot to like add some greenery, so I decided to do the generic hospital thing and just have like the one standard plant, because again, it looks very clean, you know, it has that just like a standard white pot and a very clean, just uniform little fern. So I sprinkled those throughout the whole place. And then here I'm realizing, oh yeah, I can try this really cool trick where you put curtains on either side so it looks like those pull curtains. And I did some other things. But anyway, now we're into the screenshots. So I added, also, I forgot to record, but I added the toilet paper in the bathroom, so don't worry. So here's all the angles all around the build. Like I said, I'm just really proud of the way this turned out. See, doesn't that evoke, you know, the look of a mother, a pregnant mother? Here is where you walk in. So you first feel the air conditioning as you walk in, and then you walk in to the waiting room. And like I said, see how grand of a entrance that is? I just love it. I hope you guys think so. I'm very proud of it. And actually, so my sim there, he's in his towel because he was upstairs in the spa, and then a patient collapsed and fell on the ground. So they had to be rushed to this birthing suite, which is also the surgery table. So it's both the birthing and surgery table, which is why it's in this little suite here. The cute little, you know, doctor setup, like very nice, you know. And this is the ensuite. So again, I'm just going to show you one of each because there's like a lot of these rooms are doubled or tripled. But there that guy is. He made it through the surgery. He's all right now. And here's the waiting room for like the standard patients. And then you can go through these doors, and they do work. I've play tested it all. And here's where there's like more of the testing room. So you got your I don't know, treadmill and stuff. And then this is the little kitchen, so that your sim can, you know, your doctor sims can have lunch. And this is their lab testing room. So yeah, and also just the downstairs bathroom. So this is all the first floor. That's one of the downstairs bathrooms. The other one looks identical, it's just a different gender. And then you go upstairs, and then we have the gym and the spa and the locker room saunas upstairs. So after work, my sim, after that, you know, tough surgery, he's gonna make himself a drink at the energy bar and then get a little workout in before he goes back home. So on the treadmill and boxing and doing some yoga on those mats, they all work. And then here's the locker room. So this is the male locker room, but see, this is the female locker room. I accidentally had him go in the wrong one, so pay attention to what those little doors say. But see how he can actually still use this with the waterfall above, which is just awesome. I'm so happy about that. And then here's a little massage room, and we've got a pretty setup with the same kind of counters we use downstairs. There you can make yourself another little spa drink. And he got one of his patients to rub his feet. Which I love this. So here's the couples room. Both genders can go in that one. This one, so I don't know about your masseuse, but yeah, if you're double gender like this, you have to use the couples one. But anyway, and now we're into just the overhead, so you guys can kind of see the layout. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. You can download it on the gallery. It's called Mother Spa and Birthing Center. And have a lovely day.